is up, my planting people? My name is Lithius and welcome to Roots Ready. Today I will be talking about my Anthurium Clarinervium over here, which, as you would know if you have seen my previous videos, I have recently transferred this plant from a sphagnum moss mix into a semi-hydro, specifically LECA. So this is week 2 of transitioning this plant, and I want to thank you for joining me as we unpot this guy, refresh the LECA, and see how it's doing. Cool. So over the last week there has been some changes to this plant, and we'll go into it. If you've seen my previous video, you would have known that there was a tiny little bit of root rot, just one root or maybe two, that were just hanging on by a thread. We went ahead and we cut those off just to prevent any root rot spreading to the rest of the plant. So that was the main thing. This week the plant still seems to be quite healthy. The leaves are still firm, and they haven't wilted and they haven't died, which is for me a massive bonus. So I'm really happy about that. One thing that I have noticed before taking it out, let's see if I can show that to you guys, is that there was a shoot here. Well, not really a shoot, but an old stem, which is from when the plant fell over and it lost this leaf. Now this was quite firm for a long time, but since putting it into LECA, this has actually started to not so much rot, but it's just starting to fall off now. So I guess that's gonna go. It'll be interesting to see what's going on under the LECA, to see what's happening, and to see if there's anything that's happening there that is affecting the rest of the plant. So this will hopefully be a quick video today. Again, I've got my colander and I've got my pan. I am going to take the plant out. I'm going to boil the LECA for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to repot this bad boy and put it back into its spot. So let's go ahead and remove the plant from its cache pot. What I have noticed is that there is less water, so the plant is definitely taking up some water, or some of it is being lost to evaporation. Either way, there is less water in here than what I originally put in. Okay, so on first observation, plant seems to be doing okay. On the face of it, there doesn't seem to be any further root rot issues, which is really positive. I'm glad to report. The roots are still firm, which is good. Give you guys a close-up of that. Yeah, they still seem to be doing okay. Some of the roots, even the one that was cut off, is doing all right. There's not so much in the way of new root growth. Everything is pretty much as it was before, which is all right. That's going to be fine. Again, I can still see some green roots where it was last week. So that still seems to be doing okay. As you can see, this which was like a part of the stem, the base of the stem, which was cut off, it's now just peeling away. So that's coming off, but that's okay because it wasn't really serving the plant. It was just a previous look at that, a previous stem that came off. But under it, it's still okay. The new shoots are still looking healthy. I feel like this one over here has even grown somewhat, and I hope you can see that. Don't know if you can, but yeah, I feel like it's just a bit longer than it was before, which is good. Okay guys, so I've got my LECA boiling away on the hob, and I'm just going to let it do that for about 10 minutes just to give it some time to kill off any potentially harmful bacteria. But whilst that's doing its thing, I'm going to come ahead and I'm going to give this a quick spritz of some Super Thrive. So I've got about 300 ml in this bottle with 3 drops of Super Thrive, and I'm just going to give it a generous spray, just like so. That's it. Just going to let it drip dry for about half an hour, before putting it back into the leca. The leca is freshly boiled. At this point, I am still not going to be adding any nutrients to the plant just yet. So when the plant has been in leca for about a month, that's when I'm going to start to add a nutrient solution. So at the moment, I'm only going to put a reservoir containing some Super Thrive in there for the plant, just to help it to root up and to acclimate better. So let's do this. So there we have it. The Clarinervium is back in its pot. It has been repotted. It's looking good. It's feeling great. But just as a quick recap on my thoughts so far, 2 weeks later on from potting this plant up, I would say that the experience it's still been okay. I haven't lost the plant yet. I haven't lost any leaves, which is fantastic for me. And that was one of the main concerns that I had going into this, because I know it's something that people say that you should often just expect to lose a leaf and some roots. But I haven't experienced that, which is great. I'm really happy about that. So that was it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is 2 weeks later, following on from repotting this plant. I'm planning to do another 2 videos this month for you guys, just to see how it does every week for a month. And then I will do a longer term video for you, just to see how it does overall over a longer period of time. But so far, I'm happy with the plant, how it is, how it's doing, how it's acclimating, and I just hope it continues to do well for me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, this is a new venture for me in terms of semi-hydroponics. If you have had any experience, I would really love to hear about those. If you have any tips, any feedback, I would love to hear from you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'm also over on Instagram, which is @RootsReady, where I'm trying to do a few more updates on my plant, of the processes as well. So feel free to subscribe to that if you want to. I hope you have enjoyed this video today, and as always, keep planting.